come before you and to come before the city, Lord, to ask for your guidance. And we recognize that there are people here that have given their time in order to make that happen. We thank you for each one of them, Lord, and we ask that you would bless them for their sacrifice of their time in order to see the city move forward and diverge. And we ask, Lord, that you give them clarity of insight, that you would give them in purpose in their hearts, in their minds, that this is the way forward, to find a way forward, that you would help them to find ways to implement those improvements and things that need to happen, that you would help us as a city to stand behind them, to keep them in our prayers, and to do everything we can to help them see the city move forward. For these favors, we give your name the praise. For in Jesus' name we ask it. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much for the invite. Okay, we're going to call this meeting to order at 6:04. Roll call, please.
Here.
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 Here. Okay, number one, approval of the agenda as presented.
I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda as presented.
Doreen has made the motion to approve the agenda as presented. Do we have a second?
Second.
Christy has seconded that. All those in favor? 3-0. Approval of the minutes from December 5th.
I'll make a motion we approve the minutes from December 5th.
Doreen has made the motion to approve the minutes from December 5th. Do I have a second?
Second.
Bobby has seconded that. All those in favor? 3-0. Old business, discussion on the speed limit sign. I did get an email back. He did state that that amount is for that spread of time. I think it was 500 and something. I'd have to look it back up. He said that does not include delivery and setup. He said they do not offer that. You'll have to get it.
And where is it located? Where are they located at?
He didn't specifically say.
Because wasn't it like somewhere really far away on the...
I imagine they have them in different places throughout the United States, but that...
I think that one company, there's one, just as you get into Springfield on the right on the interstate, you can see down there, there's always all kinds of cones and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's Street Smart or...
Street Smart. Mm-hmm.
Street
I don't know if that was him. I don't think they offered the rental. Let me pull it up.
This does say Street Smart Rental.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Okay, well then,
At
yes,
the
that
top
is the
up
one.
here.
My apologies.
I think that's the name on that place there. But I also thought like when they do cones and stuff for highway work, that they will come down and do the place
Somewhere
cones
show
and
them
stuff
address
for
for
well,
like
on the side.
Rhode Island or something.
I don't, his email said he doesn't do delivery instead of I can pull it up.
So if that's them, I mean, it's just 45 minutes, you know, just before you get, by the time you get into Springfield on the right.
I'm talking to a guy, he's out of Minnesota, I think, but I think it's like a large company. I don't think it's necessarily just him.
I do think we should rent one for sure. I think it'll work.
Find the mailbox bandit and go get diamonds.
The mailbox bandit.
The internet has not been my friend lately. Is his name Ryan on that?
Yes, Ryan Kilpatrick.
Okay. We've gone back and forth so often with so many of them that it's hard to speed train. Let me see if I can pull it all up. Does not include delivery or setup. Yes, the city needs to provide insurance. I have attached our requirements for the above reference. Radar speed trailer is valued at $10,500 each. On a 6-month period rental rate, it would be $504 unit on a 28-day billing cycle, is what he said. And you must carry commercial general liability. It would be $100,000 for each occurrence. There's a whole list here. It's basically, it would be something we would have to do a rider and add on to our insurance to cover their stuff. I don't think it would be a large increase by no means. I think it would be covered, basically, it's a piece of equipment. So, I mean, we can see what the add-on would be by talking to somebody, but. so I mean, I wouldn't be able to get you an exact number on that without talking to them first. You guys can, decide to nix it, you can decide to say, yes, we'll allow it up to this amount, if you can get it under that amount, I mean, it's up to you guys. I know we're still waiting on, MoDOT. We had a nice conversation, met some interesting contacts the other day at MoDOT, so.
Excellent attendance, and then the people that live there providing the information are also very knowledgeable.
Yeah. They said statewide, speeding is up. In 2020, I think there was a drop in 2020 because there wasn't so many people driving. And then once people got back on the road, incidents, wrecks, fatalities, all of that increased quite a bit. I want to say bicycle fatalities was up by, was it 29%, something like that? They were significant, yeah. So it was interesting.
From
Distracted driving. And people, I guess, used to, in 2020, there was less people on the road, so they drove a little faster. And then when everybody else got on the road together, it's like everybody's driving faster all the same. So it's actually across the board an issue, not just a City of Granby issue. So thoughts, guys?
I would like to see us rent one
Okay.
before we go to, I mean, maybe purchase down the road, but right now, let's just see what we can do, renting one to see how that helps.
But you'll look at the insurance.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we do need one. I think it will help tremendously.
Doreen, your thoughts, dear?
Yeah, with the figuring out the cost of the insurance and things, I'm okay with proceeding with the rental.
Now, when you guys say proceeding, do you want us to bring that cost back and then make that decision, or do you want to say, I'm okay with up to this amount, or what's your, what are you
I don't know
comfortable with?
what range we would be looking at, so I don't want to say an amount.
Right. We have no idea what the insurance would cost, what pickup and delivery, or delivery and setup would be.
Jim would have to go.
Yeah, Jim would have to take care of that for us.
Let me forward this to you. I'm sorry, yes, Jim?
Well, I would just, the company that you guys with is not the one I was thinking of. The one in Springfield is Roadrunner Rentals. And I was just looking at their website, and they offer rentals on the speed limit signs too.
So maybe we need to look and see if there's others more local.
It's
Maybe,
called
yes,
Roadrunner.
closer to home.
Roadrunner?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna send this to Lana, because it does have requirements on the insurance. I'll write that down. How about I just call them tomorrow, Roadrunner? And they're in Springfield, you say?
Uh-huh.
Is there any other local places that offer a rental for those type of things?
Not that I know of. I tried to send, I think I sent their information to you in email.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I think.
You think?
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll get it figured out. Yeah, it's right there. Thank you. Got an online catalog and everything. All right. Well, if you guys want to put it back on the thing to be talked about in the future, it's up to you.
Say the next meeting. Yeah, I'll make a motion that we postpone this discussion and decision of this topic till the January 9th council meeting.
Okay, Doreen has made the motion to postpone this discussion to January 9th council meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
Chrissy has seconded that. All those in favor? 3-0. Before I move on to old business, Lana, have you heard from Bree? Okay. I didn't know if one of you guys wanted to step out and give her a ring while we're discussing this next one. Okay, so number 2, old business, Chief Williams and the pay scale. You should have a proposed pay scale. On the very bottom, it says 9/30/2024 on the bottom right-hand side. And then you have the original pay scale in front of you also. I'm sorry Chief could not be here tonight. He is at Shop with a Cop, taking care of the littles. Officer Williams, or Chief Williams really would like the council to know that he feels like being competitive with the pay and opening up. I think this original one states like, let's see, full-time employment with the city of Granby. And each one states with the city, well, no, I guess each one they've kind of changed that. Continuous service with the city or a bachelor's. So I guess that's still, he's okay on that. Trying to figure out, I guess the pay is just your main difference. And the health and medical stipend, $7,200 yearly, that's accurate, Lana? 7,200 yearly, is that an accurate stipend? Is that what? 7,200, okay. And you've had a chance to look over this, Lana. Do you feel like this is something our budget can handle?
I do. I would like to point out, and we're going to have a budget meeting soon, but our overall sales tax revenue for the general fund has decreased slightly, but I feel like this is, I mean, it's very important to our citizens, it's very important to the city, so I feel like we really are, in order to move forward with hiring police officers, we're going to have to be a little more competitive.
How comparable is this with the other area departments, police departments?
Neosho, we can't compete with Boone County,
Correct.
but it's pretty close to Neosho.
What about Diamond?
Considering the $3.47.
What about Diamond?
I don't know what that means.
Officer Dino would be the person you could ask on that one. He was working for Diamond. I know that we've offered several employees close to this amount, or several officers close to this amount, and they still didn't take it. And when I say close, it was slightly over, because they were seasoned officers.
Will not be attending tonight.
Do what?
Will not be attending this evening.
Okay. Hmm.
We need officers, and that's probably what it's gonna take to get them.
I wouldn't put my life on the line for any of this price.
No, never. Although, maybe.
I most certainly wouldn't do it for this first pay scale.
I don't think any of it is unreasonable myself, what's listed here. The only way we're going to be able to get officers is by tempting them to come over, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And I do believe that Chief Williams has his finger on what's going on, and I don't believe he would ask for anything that was unreasonable myself.
I agree. Let's
Make a motion, is that what we have to do?
go for it.
To approve it?
Yeah,
I always mess it up.
you're fine.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the new pay scale.
Okay, Christie has made a motion to approve this new pay scale for the Granby Police Department. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Bobby has seconded that. All those in favor? 3-0. Okay, this is the moment I would say congratulations, Chief Williams. He is just not here. Oh. Huh?
Let's see what you think you're talking to yourself.
Owen will not be here, so we're going to go on past number 3. Now we're going to move to new business, 2025 city paid holidays. This year went by so fast, it feels like we were doing this just yesterday.
It does.
Looks good to me.
I would enter.
Blue Christmas, where it'll always be on like a Thursday or Friday.
It's crazy.
I'll put in a good word for you on it.
Create applicants, you can please do that too.
If I can create applicants. Well, you've seen how well I do that.
Okay, that was my only holiday request, or paid holiday request.
Applicants are the problem, but the qualified part is the problem. I mean, I can bring applicants all day long, but they gotta be qualified to do the job.
I applied.
You know, just like for my department, when the first thing I said is, we do drug tests.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just,
We have a list here in front of us. Any questions on any of those holidays?
In the past, have we not done Good Friday?
That was an employee, a floating holiday, and the board removed that and gave us Christmas Eve instead.
Okay.
Mayor?
Yes, ma'am.
Pardon me. I have a ongoing conversation with Bree and she said that everything is the same. This is just indicating moving into the next phase of the project. So that none of the figures are changed or anything like that. The addendum is just indicating that moving into the construction phase, the engineering.
So do we need to vote on it?
Yeah, we would have to vote for you to pass it, or the board would have to vote to approve it, and then you would need to sign it.
Okay.
I will move that we approve the 2025 paid holidays.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Bobby has made the motion to approve the 2025 paid holidays. Doreen has seconded that. All those in favor? 3-0. Okay, so we skipped a number 3 and an old business, and then basically they're saying they're not going to be here. However, we do have the addendum in front of us. So council, I'm asking your permission to move backwards. Is that okay with you guys? We'll move back to that addendum in front of us, and this is a engineering addendum. Number 3. Modifies the previous agreement. Exhibit A, basic services. So basically what they're doing is they're putting in a dollar amount to the items that they left as 0 because they didn't know that the amounts at that time, is what I'm seeing. Is that accurate?
She said none of that has changed, it's all the same language as was in the initial, agreement. This is just the next phase of that. I said the numbers are all the same, we use everything, and she said, yes, everything is the same, we're just moving into the next phase. I said, so that's the only change, and she said, yes.
Then why does it say original 0 and then there's a increase of a dollar amount?
It says original 0, to be added 51,000, revised totals 51,000, not previously contracted. This phase will include a review and process of submittals, response to RFIs. That's what she's basically saying, is she's saying they never put this in the original contract with a dollar amount. Now that we're moving into the next phase, she's throwing those dollar amounts in, showing that next phase within the contracts. That's what she's trying to explain through a text message, I think. Because these are all $0, and this is stuff we haven't done yet. Post-construction material testing, we haven't done any of that. Construction inspection, none of that has been in our So I think that's what, I think I understand what she's telling us. Does that make sense? The district's project scope is modified and expanded for additional services. So they're basically adding on that next phase, and that's why it starts with a 0 and adds the amounts beside it, because we haven't discussed them yet. So like construction staking, it allows them to go out and pre-stake fields, make the layout and adjustments. Because they're supposed to be, I mean, their goal is shovels in the ground in May, right? Or not, yeah, not May, but like spring time. Oh, have they put out requests for qualifications yet? And that's a 30-day window, is that right? Sorry, council, any other questions you guys have for her? I'm sorry. I'm full of them. I'm full of questions. Very inquisitive.
I think it's just the next step.
Yeah, I agree. Do you know if they got all of their environmental studies back? Because I know those guys were digging.
Yeah, we got an email about that they were completed and they didn't see any issues,
Okay,
with those,
good. Potholing. Yeah, that's okay. I talked to the people, and they said they were walking the whole entire town. I can't remember how many miles they said they'd end up walking, and they did. They just dig up a little piece of ground, sift the dirt, put it back, looking for artifacts.
Carrying buckets and shovels.
Buckets and shovels,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen
They
them.
did find a few items, but they were so random and spread out that they didn't really not anything.
That's interesting.
Items.
We're ready to get our water fixed. So,
There we go. A motion for this?
I'd entertain a motion.
So basically, this is just a cushion for if something happens, and because it says these fees may be reduced and relocated by amendment if not needed. So I'll make a motion that we accept the engineering addendum presented to us tonight.
Okay, Doreen has made the motion to go ahead and accept addendum number 3 that's given to us. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Christie has seconded that. All those in favor? 3-0. Okay.
That survey deal would have been a deal where they would have talked to people, the EPA would have saved them a lot of time, but all the things they were digging, the EPA had already done their cleanup.
Yes, they'd already dug up all the ground.
So I got up in this one area, and I said, guys, I said, all of these yards have been cleaned up. I said, if you dig down 10 inches, you're gonna get one stake. I said, this has all been replaced,
Yeah,
all been brought back again.
Whatever artifact you find, it's been brought to us. I would entertain a motion to move into closed session
I'll make a motion to move into closed session
In accordance.
in accordance with.
in accordance with RSMO 610.021, personal matters.
That's a little sloppy. Okay, Christie has made the motion to move into closed session in accordance with RSMO 610.021, 3 personnel matters. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Bobby has seconded that. Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Okay, we are moving into closed session at 6:27. Thank you again, Will. We appreciate you.
I sent that survey on
Thank you. We are really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be good for our community.
I'm gonna try to link home. I got the post office here. It's buttering and dying.
Is it really? Murphy, it depends. What do you mean? 10. Can you help him out? He said his cars, he said right back home his cars gave him some bit.
no.
We gotta finish this meeting out. Okay, I would entertain a motion to go back into open session.
I move that we return to open session.
Okay, Bobby has made the motion. We go back into open session. Do I have a second?
Second.
Christie, second that. A roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Okay, we're moving back into open session at 6:43. We had some discussions on employee matters. No votes were taken, so there is nothing to report to the community. I would entertain a motion.
Make a motion, we dismiss?
Doreen has made a motion, we dismiss. Do I have a second?
Second.
Christie has seconded that. All those in favor? 3-0. We are dismissing at 6:43.
All right.